Welcome to In Depth with Academia. I'm Richard Price, CEO of academia.edu, and as always, I'm here to dig into some really fascinating research. Thanks for me. Today we're exploring a paper by Jose Jung, and to say right up, I'm not endorsing this paper or its findings, but sharing it to spark curiosity and, hopefully, some thoughtful reflection. Remember, research isn't settled truth, it's a doorway to deeper. So, the big topic for this episode, the Congreso Ecuatoriano de Antropología, or Ecuador Anthropology Congress. Maybe you're thinking, a conference. Is that such a big deal? Well, actually, the story behind this Congress and the role it played in Ecuador's anthropological landscape is pretty window into how academic communities themselves and sometimes reshape national conversations. Let's Up Juncosa's paper gives us a historical deep dive all the way back to 1996, when the very first Ecuadorian Congress Anthropology was founded. Why was that first Congress important? In the 1990s, anthropology in Ecuador really to mature. Shahs and institutions were finally their footing after growing interest in the 1970s, but there wasn't enough for the entire discipline to reflect together. So what did they do? They formed a permanent interinstitutional committee, a kind of let's say, think tank of leading anthropologist institutions, their job to create a space for balance and collective reflection every few years. Fast to now, and this has overseen 5 major congresses, each marking sort of milestone in Ecuadorian anthrop thought, and this year, or 2026 to precise, the permanent committee has handed to the Universidad Politécnica Salesiana. So if you're connected, Anthropology Ecuador, that's definitely a name, remember. Universidad Politécnica Salesiana, or UPS Ponchosa, emphasizes how's commitment to the social sciences earned this role, how their involvement draw together a really broad universities, research, social organizations, even government agencies. What's the actual point of this Congress? I mean, conferences can sometimes just be, a bunch of people talking in circles. But here, the core question, maybe should it the mission, is to examine really critically what role anthropology plays in understanding Ecuador changing reality. Not just looking back, but actually asking, with Ecuador facing so many transformations, what can anthropology offer? Is it keeping up with countries' complexities? Are there fresh solutions emerging out of these conversations? The objectives, laid out really clearly, are multiple. Is this idea of critical reflection. Practitioners want to look at their own history, what they've accomplished, but also where they maybe haven't done enough. Then, dialogue.organizers are bringing together not scholars, but students, activists, policymakers, anyone with a stake in these issues. There's a special focus on topics that are both timeless and incredibly urgent, things like violence, migration, inequality, language heritage, gender territory, even new horizons in archaeology. If any of those catch your interest, you probably want to keep an eye on this. One thing and again just a neutral view here, is that the Congress seems to boost collaboration. It's not just talking into the void, it's about networking, connecting universities and research centres, yes, but also community groups and government institutions create lasting partnerships. And here's another point from Jung. The aim is to encourage the production and sharing of new knowledge. It's not about knowledge staying in some dusty academic, but getting out there discussed, debated, maybe even acted on. Oh, and check this out, there are multiple to get involved. Magisterial conferences, symposiums, general sessions for individual presentations, even poster sessions for students. Went to a few poster sessions in university days, and honestly, sometimes the free snacks were main. But, for students, it can be the first platform to present your work, get feedback, and network with people you'd never meet otherwise. So if you're listening and you're a young scholar, maybe in Ecuador or elsewhere, that's something to think about. Are there similar opportunities for you? Can you take a page from this Congress and build your own communities of dialogue? Sometimes I go off on tangents when I think about the power of academic networking. It's just, really exciting to imagine people coming together that way. Just a quick reminder, I'm here to present, not promote. What I like about Juncosa's analysis is it's a snapshot of how academic traditions develop, not perfectly, not always smoothly, but through debate, critique, and constant renewal. For maybe it's to ask, does it mean for research and scholarship to be connected to real-life challenges? Can conferences like these make sure academic work actually benefits society? Thanks for spending this time with me on In with Academia. Hope you found today's of the Ecuadorian Anthropology Congress via Jose Ayuncosa's research thought-provoking. Remember, no paper is final. Keep exploring, keep, above all, stay curious. Until next time.